Began basically. Ija iko never escribe farmer field school. Lo se yo o misiri kon. Esa o linera yo que kon koreo. Esa sa we dope de pesa santo na rete sania lela. Esto saja ne que korera. Lo se yo de era stilo atras lidaya dologi. Oke mana lesi akekui. Biblia kito. Ija kane chile te kina. Akekui. Ekokonyita. Dare kokonyita. Inu muji boro le kokonyito sidu muje ya sa molerika inyona dosi tango. Ila ujo mana ngesi do tomangi no mudu ngara bali tomangi mana bojo ujo los bojo kona je los jo do da riyo ni mana de sene yoriti kere esawa monde sinera rekele nyo ko mereka Teso ana sikiti ore ba mu ji gola e idumoni so itaujo mani ore los wana jo kele kole chuba kata lo idumoni kurutu nyamite kone mulunga o yanapa ole mi kurutu min itura ko chuba kubedes ilumunjo chuba kata loto ko yamuga ilumo je chi kurutu lesenyamite working in a chuba kwani lo sio dunga lejai agriculture officer limojo wesi bonebe ikurule adomo inyamdos tule kamudoma kisilu omo ikina ingo epolelo etule na ngoyo ikurulu na to mai si so mai to mage na urune Beda lo so do kai na rocket eslo ni nerasi imurogolo asa. So that is what we need to do. Ino moja uweke o misiri. Ikamnenda iwe kitoma. Eli mwene doctor au ngin mameli nenya cholis. Kupedes. Yare ilo toje mana misiri kon. Ya makasbel a natural enemies. Ya chuchu arabi kon leja sai o misiri kon. Konye kesi kape mame o nemperete. Kirene na kasi. Epo roja sa pe ro mame nyam prosina. Nos jawa merekia. Dodo oto mikura mune bakebe natural enemies. Kwesipo werup totorunche. Abos nanu chakula sunyo koni kore. Koni nungu jesi. Anu mune lope susutula molu nyam taikona. Ada akhir kita. Ada benyanya. Lu mune lope nyoji kona. Ada okalai akhir kita. Anu mune watamana ne lope nyoji kwa yatile kona. Akhir kinyo ekia. So ekotoni again amisiki kone bakebe farmer field school di kuni satu panare so group tutoresi to be your own manager of the farm. Most of the farmers are the ones directing itungale balanatike wenakayo kisaipa wenakayo kemamose wenakayo ono wenakayo kia the new castle. But I did the Kali Mukira Ogore but you don't know what is the problem. So among Sajin in a kito lituali pu ituanyanari kutoka ako losje alomario akolo areda nyanya wamesipo kwani kwenye sikwelo ngesi itei laimon are mamu laino doke selo pekoni kona hii nyoni kwenye su kwani dona sikaki lo erai kilo sikani kwenye godaro misuduka isirikili lukumeni ikani ido ikoto kilo ni kilo siuni osoni kililo kilo nyo lidope baikingina lidori edore kotorasi fresh kati doi emulalu konyari mame mulalu yo akuile ni muti arema bemulalu akuile ni muti kesinu bere ala chalbere to wani to kesi wala kaisa una kaisa on doje ya alama bikol tijo that is out perfect Prometes ikanya una doje ya alama be ekinyo tile joko
KDS Kadasa KDS KDS ka ekekro kokomai dayatano lomai ali mo be jero ko jamane etaka ko ba ekiro no ko ni do mamma de ko sa ekekro ka chumu mu do ke sa ke ko be chumu ikalo KDS mun ba da ba yari
na sodita shishango da atironi kampo sa spesa buni ai siki koreano ko sisan kini sekia siketi koreano ikui borono ni janisani
kakron so chen Patrick rangola lo muto tela lo jitinya dumulo ronga tutoro o kampana ngona la Cajila about ponelo darete vegetables joko to mamera sube muna rose ai tele karta nyanya dumulo lo sai tutoro joko ponelo siketa nyanya anyekina to sama lu cheke kwi we pedero ta yaw na side effects jenu so ponelo sama na tikengun e ponelo to sama ta da kere acha yatakina tebo bonesi saje ne ponelo sama na ta sabuju kesipolo kwana pedor sa sama sabuju na pedor sa gura na relukat adum ne tikapon lo ganya te kos kalia e gantore toni due consideration man
ape bere ni
jo nyara te simoja kana apolo alo mutu ngote mala tero e chalo la ale moye ite la ale mo chalo do se mulo lo shamo to Cajila ipu noi na so dinyo se pone lo akor ne baka organic akor le mungin mamelo mtoto mchalo ni somaji borolu po ikulu po iteon belo tai lo aswa maone kia so people le so maono otomokia ali to somana na sikiwa kiborolu nyamo nore so chora kini ni tungada ngunu le kosa akiro na agwele ke nyo odukai be ike ngune rasi ni se ona ta de otomo nyama tawo so Cajila abwaito dikini sobe ade kangina no anyu no tomo ono tunga to somati kwilu polu nyalo tike tetere o ni pedora ijara na akolo na jara tela papao
atu
kakiro kwa na Joyce Mere alo muntu ngobugondo apupinga yala muno ikede eriongete lo Cajila nara meunu apengo mamadu muntu rai aitutuoro na elaikana dai tutuoro na ai na kidonga ko achawnu ajien kwando dan mebe taswam lem kam kol silu e yawneta deka ngesito so mai sai siki ai rana kosi ko nyame unu lolo na isek na so Cajila akiro no anyelu ni kem kol silu mama tunis ngesa yela muka ne yalam kitoringo eriongete lo Cajila la subani sirore ne Cajila
ngo asialis Christine ala muntu ngopumure yala makata onare medaungo atele mga sabuni alikuri sobe golna ritunga mamnga jene police maire etego le mga bapedere bodo ngobia konye lolo adumo da jene shishena kiningo epola inyala asabunyu iboro lunyala ta kera kese polobe adumo lolo ngoda chowa los pana ngaro ko ra chowa ngin ila los nga ga ai sama chowa nga ga lolo alo sanga imo nyala ta ngunu kere anyu bonbe gare gujuku aswa masabuni ni tete soda disikiri kine pone le jare le musi tungali nyakata kwa onyaga ni bunya so ne Cajila na Cajila sa jenu ike dali sikiri nyama le muso li jai ka u mambo li jeni yar ka dole musi kera da una pakile ko ara mambo li jeni onye lolo sisia uso ike elu idorio inyalio osori lo pete bonalem na ICT ikoniran o mami togelta ijo
Florida du machule bore meda ngoto makitorana kuto bera ga shalam kin Cajila na bunira shana kiniso nisoti di meda were so mamlem si jene politisera o mamlem si jen bi nera o da woni dawlo lo sida jenun bi nera o woni kin bobo dawsa meda ne politisera ko kore dawsa meda do e ponelo beitor sai dara ko kore woni kin waya takinen dawsa jenu ne ponelo isuberi ke chantalem si kapuna isube agweli ke ba sikia konye lolo dawsa medau dawsa jene ponlo poetike dawsa jene ponelo iwe for di liboro ka kere dawsa jenu toni procedures what to do yesper ko do sa shalam kin Cajila ano ngara kin so yala mano ay choroso
yala manoi akironi si agwelu sam Muluka Saint Mark Church of Uganda Serere akoto ngai sinyi ko ikini tonga noi wadumu to ay tutoro na anyin boni be gwe kini te kesi akironu to man ka som sheit te tere da pedorete anyo no to man ko bakor noi nei borna tirongo katao nyisa kironi kama na kede itunga utara agwela sabunyu itunga utara agweli kelu siket anu nara imamele mkesa choa sakoto ngai sinyi ko ikini tonga oyangasi akirota na jok ido to samata areng na yao Cajila kotongo isi ko ikini tunga tetere onyuti bakoro otomanike okali ya keja
wanai yongo kakirori Reverend Canon David Epong pio arayong achidikoni lo serere lolo erai ibore bakai apukora kong nare riamuno se training lo ara itutoro na kedi tungalo ebale a local person tungana lo kwap tungana lo eridakina tungana lo mambo bakeria nutu epata nikitado loki konye training lo ponelo jar as showman kama nara kidiboro lupe dila socialo e work ponelo nyamata ponelo itemono kini boro lu jaroni titereja into a finished product le peta ina kine tungana ni kapuni kwa pena tasubu na sabuni out of the common materials kwa pena tasubu ni boro lu siketi ran lo mamerai a chemical lo mamerai kiale dwar konye le patana ipedor ja sikakini dauna twara rikuru konye pedor woja nyamo mama tunis meetingo iria mariboreni kide ajara na tungana no kwa do e patana kitado munesa lo peti temo no kilina rada adumu na chwa so malaingo arirengna ebe ingara kaoni kwa patekerna eteso apera ajula kinoka kalia ajula kini amisiri noka lupo kadisno ejasi akira na epita kokore akira na epita kine akituku akira na epita o iboro lukere rasi iboro lidilas ke dawana ngine paran so akoto ngai chora kina teker ebe kamutareng na itinga te jok ido ebwe kisito maswam
Teso, the Human Resources of Cajila African Links Institute. I want to thank the farmers of Serere district for completing the 2-day training on sustainable farming. We managed to train them in bar soap making, liquid soap making, and also how to make organic pesticides. That is with using our natural things around. Want to thank them so much, and to the management of Cajila African Links Institute, and we are going to do this in the whole of Teso region.
Thank you so much. My name is Dr. Cosmas Alveta, Executive Director of Cajila African Links Institute. Well, your question is very interesting and very good. Right now, we are conducting a training that is looking at sustainable agricultural practices. And when we say sustainable agricultural practices, we are saying that we want to avoid guessing farming, avoid guessing agriculture. So we are in the second phase of our training. The first one was awareness, just to let the farmers know that we are legal and we are on ground with the activities of trying to eradicate poverty through knowledgeable agriculture. Now the second phase of the training that we are conducting all over Teso is envisioning stage. That means we are now conducting these sustainable practices of agriculture. One, when we talk about agriculture, most of the time a farmer gets onto the farm or into the garden trying to practice what we call agriculture. They guess. They do not know how to plant just simple activity like maize. They don't know how to transplant onions. But we are getting down there to teach them on how to train their own crops. Like they used to say that coffee does not work in Teso. But to be honest with you, coffee only needs proper training. You can train coffee on the number of branches it can produce, but we don't have that knowledge. That is now why we are coming on ground to teach a local farmer down there to do what we call very good or sustainable or self-reliant agriculture, to help them manage their families, to help them commercialize agriculture in the entire Teso. Secondly, we are also looking at equipping farmers with the rightful methods of, let's say, spraying the crops. Most times we spray when the bees are also pollinating. So can we get to know what is the appropriate time for spraying our crops? We also say that keeping bees or apiary farming is the most difficult, but we need to teach farmers on how to communicate with the crops, how to communicate with the poultry, how to communicate with the bees, how to communicate, so that we tend not to blame either the pesticides or to blame the crops, but we want to absorb the blame to ourselves, because this war that we are on, it started from us, the farmers. You, the farmer, you are the problem, because you went and cut the trees, you chased away the flies from where they belong, and now they have come to look for a habitat in your crops. You want to go and spray. When you spray, the flies will die or the pesticides will die, but what you have used for spraying will again come back to you. In actual sense, we are suffering from some diseases that we are not aware that we are the causes of these diseases. So basically, getting to your question of what this training is all about, is about creating good knowledge in terms of agricultural practices that we are supposed to embed here in Teso. Teso generally lacked proper knowledge in terms of agriculture because we are doing what we call subsistence agriculture instead of embracing commercial agriculture. So Cajila Africa Links Institute, together with my team and all the stakeholders and shareholders, we are coming in to eradicate poverty through sustainable agriculture. That's why we have these trainings on ground. Currently, we are done with a few districts like Serere has been trained very well. Amuria has got good, will be trained on Monday, that is 5th and 6th of May. Kumi is done, Ngora is done. We are doing this training up to 15th of May 2025, and then we shall have some of our stakeholders or some of our shareholders come on ground to give us the next steps on how best we can now commercialize agriculture, especially in the areas of irrigation, provision of adequate trainings by NARO on the best and other best mechanisms of processing, of storage, and the rest. So basically, that is what we are doing now here in Teso.